Hey everybody, welcome back to another activity. Today's activity is a math activity and it's something called subitizing. Subitizing, yes. What subitizing is being able to know how much of something there is just by looking at it, and you just know. You don't have to count it. Subitizing is kind of what you do if you've played games with dice. When you roll a 5 on a dice, you really don't have to count it after you've played a lot of games. You just know what 5 looks like. Subitizing is a great thing to be able to do in math because it helps you understand numbers better. If you can understand how much of something there is without having to count it, it makes you better at adding, it makes you better at subtracting, it makes you better at multiplying, it makes you better at dividing. It's a good thing to practice how to do because you understand how numbers work better if you're good at subitizing. So we're going to practice subitizing today. What's going to happen is I'm going to flash a group of dots on the screen. Now it's not just going to be a big old mess of dots, they're going to be organized in ways to help you remember them, but you're not going to have time to count them. You're just going to have to know how many there are. You might be able to count parts of them, but you're not going to be able to count the whole thing, especially later in the video. Maybe early on you'll be like, I could count those, but later on you're not going to have time to count them. You're going to have to recognize them and figure out how many there are. And I'm only going to flash them on the screen for like less than a second. And even later in the video when I'm flashing a lot of dots on the screen, they're only going to be up there for just 1 second. So you're going to have to get good at just looking at what's up there, imagining what was up there in your mind, and being able to figure out how much there is. And the nice thing about this video is that you can keep coming back to it, of course, and try again, and try again, and try again, and see if you can get better. However, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to memorize it. You don't want to be watching this video going, I know the next one is 7, because then you're not looking at it to figure it out anymore. You're just remembering what you saw before. So if you do the video today, you should not do it again today, because you don't want to memorize it. You should wait like 5 or 6 days, then do the video again when you don't remember what's coming next, because then you're really practicing the subitizing. All right, so let's get started. Here is your first number. Are you ready? You don't need paper, you don't need pencil, you're just gonna try to say how many dots there are. Here we go. All right, there were 5 dots there. Here comes the next one, go. Okay, there were 4 dots in that one. Here comes the next one. It's not very big. Here it comes. All right, that was 3 dots. Here comes the next one, a little bigger than that. Hey, that was 6 dots there. Okay, here comes the next one. Oh, 5 dots. There were 5 dots in that one. Here comes the next one. Hey, did you get it? Just 3. Not too hard. Okay, here comes the next one. Okay, 6 dots in that one. Here comes the next one. Only 4, just 4 dots. Not too bad. Here comes the next one. 6 again. All right, here comes the next one. It's pretty easy, so it's going to be really short. 2, only 2 dots in that one. Here comes the next one. 4 dots there. Here comes the next one. 6 dots in that one, and here's one more. 5. There were 5 dots in that one. All right, so that was kind of your warm-up for subitizing. What we're going to do for this next one is we're going to make bigger numbers. Some of them will be like the dots you just did, but put together with other dots you just did. So you have to remember, okay, that was 5, and that was 4, so that must be 9. You'll be able to put those things together by remembering the dots. It is okay, by the way, after you've seen the dots, but before I've told you what it was, it is okay to pause the video and try to think about it, but don't pause the video on the dots and just count the dots, but you can pause the video right after I've shown you the dots. I'll wait a little bit. I'll show you the dots, and then I'll wait a little bit, and then I'll tell you how many dots there were. So I'll give you time to pause it if you need to. All right, so here we go. On to some bigger ones. Here's the first one. Okay, you can pause now if you need to. And that was 9 dots. Okay, here comes another one. All right, pause if you need to. But that was 8 dots. All right, here comes the next one. Okay, that was 7 dots. 7 dots in that one. Next one's a big one. Here it comes. Okay, that was 12 dots. 12 dots in that one. Here comes the next one. All right, think about that one. That was 11 dots. 11 dots on that one. It is okay to rewind the video if you want to. Just remember, never pause it on the dots and just count them. You can only pause it after the dots. All right, here comes the next one. Okay, that was 10. 10 dots in that one. Okay, here comes the next one. That's a cool one. 9. 9 dots in that one. All right, here comes the next one. 7. 7 dots in that one. Okay, here comes another big one. Here it comes. Hey! Hey, that was 12. 12 dots in that one. Here comes another kind of big one. Yes, yes, 10. 10 dots in that one. Here comes another one. All right, 8. 8 dots in that one. And the next one is 11. There were 11 dots in that one. Okay, here comes another one. 8. 8 dots in that one. Here comes another one. 10. There were 10 dots in that one. There's 2 more now. Here comes one. Okay. And here, oh, sorry, there were 9 in that one. Okay, here comes the last one. All right. There were 7 dots in that one. Okay, this is a really easy activity for you to do at home on your own. There's a couple of ways to do it. One, you could either get index cards or cut out a bunch of cards and draw the dot patterns, just like I did them in the video on the cards. You don't want to have it be just a mess of dots that aren't organized in some way, because the only way to know those is to count them. And we don't want to be counting. We want to be putting together big groups of dots. So you want to draw your dots like I made them here on the screen, and you can always go through the video and this time pause on the dots and make the cards like you want. The other way to do it is to get something like pennies or little tiles from a game or something and use those. And you can put them on a table and you can put some kind of a card or book or board on top of them and have someone, you need 2 people to play this one, have someone make the pattern and then flash it to you. And then you try to guess how many there were, and then you can do the same for your partner. The same rule applies though. You're not trying to trick your partner into not knowing how many dots there are. You're trying to help them imagine dots in their mind. So it's important that when you put the dots down, you organize them in some way, like I'd organize them here, like in a group of 3 and 4, or a group of 4 and 5, and you make those groups look like they do on dice, so that it's easy for the partner to imagine them in their mind. All right. Okay, as always, if you want to see more activities that I've created, you can click on my channel. The link for my channel is right below this video. There's a little picture of me with my name next to it, Andy Young, and if you click on that, that'll take you to my channel where there's a lot more activities, and you could also subscribe to my channel if you want to. All right, have a good day.